What's up, fuckers? No. Welcome, anyone that wants to watch. We are finishing the Sumeru Archon Quest. Woo! Let's go. We're going to talk to Candace, these nuts in your mouth, you know? Then we are going on our way. Whoa.
Candace, we're here!
Oh, autoplay.
Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Don't make me
Please.
come out here.
Wait a moment.
Oh. Okay, good. We're talking about something. What's the matter?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
Shoot.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
I promise nothing.
What do you think?
No! No, I want to say no. I'm going to do what I
Okay.
need to. I promise nothing. Honestly, though, I kind of don't want to do this. I don't want to use Ganyu. But we'll use Ganyu for now. We'll see how it goes. Kind of want to run Eula, just because Eula is Bay. But Ganyu is just so much better for
Everyone's here
Sumeru
so
exploration.
early. But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Didn't even wait for us.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
So do I get to know what the plan is, or are we just going in blind?
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
How do you even say that? Chnagarbode?
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
That says more about you than it does about us.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
Meet up with Al Haytham. Let's go! Where are we going? Oh, it's just right over there. Okay, cool.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it.
Two different viewpoints.
I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
We're doing the
Didn't
unthinkable.
we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
That's hilarious.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
You're a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Sorry, I don't remember anymore.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge.
Nahida? What's she gonna do about it?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make
Agreed.
sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Oh yeah, back to the base where we met the guys. Ugh.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they?
I gave them some technical.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his...
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but...
Anyway, we're not going to use this. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And a traveler. I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes,
Paimon is...
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievement. Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
I also kind of don't
And
get it.
that's perfectly fine. In any case, these caps...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become? A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
Fair.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
The things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
We're gonna pause this real quick. I don't know if you're gonna see this or not, but it doesn't look like you get to see that. That's good. Promotion channel. Alright, and here.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Okay.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Through the pre-dawn night. Hopefully I get my food soon. I did order some food because I'm hungry.
The air is just right.
Okay. Let's go. Speed run.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhaitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Alhaitham for suggestions. Had I known Alhaitham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group.
That also sounds like something Alhaith...
Doesn't Alhaitham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse.
Oh my gosh, Sino
But
is so easy
remember,
to convince.
You need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
No touching. Next on the agenda.
But I'm just gonna switch to Eula because it makes me feel happier.
What's your battle plan?
You're here, right? I see.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain El Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work.
Fair enough.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who
Man, I
fit
really
in
wish we
its
could have
system
used the
logic model.
Akasha to actually, like,
However,
think
at
about
the
stuff
risk
and
of
ask
sounding like
questions.
an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
Did her eyes like go cross-eyed a little bit there?
Great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
Look at Paimon!
It
Look how,
seems
like,
to be a
empty
dire
your face
situation,
looks.
So of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture. Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
2 days, 2 days, 2 days.
Knights and aristocrats share the...
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Let's go. Oh wow. What the fuck is this? Wow, okay, never mind. Wow. Wow, that's so far. No, I didn't grab it.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome. What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
I will have order.
Oh, there's more.
Decided by destiny.
Propagate!
Rack and ruin!
Achia! Ba.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel is...
You pitiful
I'm a
King Jeshred will curse you.
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers.
Yes, sir!
Furious looking Ramen and the others away.
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there? Sure.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's
Yeah.
Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Arbeiten Credente. Dia!
We're here!
That was almost
It's
perfectly
about
timed.
time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, down 7 drinks.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your... All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor.
Il
We need to
Dottore.
make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to him.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tyne. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that... So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any... The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a body... You should be honored.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do it.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer.
How much more?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, come on, give me a smile so that I can be looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis DI.
This is where he was working with the other girl that we first met. Oh, what was her name? Harpasia? I think that was her name. Harpasia? Tie. No. Ri. Tie. No.
He's over there! Let's go
Tie.
say hi!
No. Ri.
Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an air...
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important, please.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any pass. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me.
Maybe
You
Dia.
don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
Can't believe he's actually leaving Sumeru. Dude, I can't believe this.
Barely
The
believe it
Tsaritsa is
myself.
summoning all the.
If that's true,
All
the
of them.
situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Thanks for the information, Tainari.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis Di?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
Or maybe he wants to be found.
More speed.
Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are... it's just as I thought.
What'd you think, Dia?
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Got it. Sorry, I'm eating a burrito while playing. It's a little messy. Also a little challenging to go through story stuff.
Time to scout.
Cutscene?
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper fair...
Almost done. All right. That was yummy.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
We're missing something.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is...
You...
And where are all the soldiers we...
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to parties.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Ah, I can't click. Go!
Paradis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Paradis Di for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradis Di now...
What?
I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Also, I hate this guy's
Well,
stash.
you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Paradis Di as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of
That
the
bow looks
scholars
so sick.
who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
Yep.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tighnari, are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson. Shut up!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tighnari, beat him up!
Stabilize! Propagate! Shouldn't get careless.
I condemn you!
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Touché.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone... Well, how is she?
Everything's fine. She's just sound asleep.
Oh, that's good.
It got dark all of a sudden.
So, you think this is over?
Hey, Balladeer. No, it's not. Who in the world said it was over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
Not every time.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Paradis Di and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me.
I beat the right in
Is it wise
Shogun.
to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it.
Hey, Jamin,
But
how are you
this also
doing?
shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable. Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean?
Why is Zach not getting to talk here? Really? Why have you been happy? I'm glad to hear that.
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago.
Ooh, that's
Indeed,
cool.
to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll
Yeah,
know
I
what
can't
kind
wait
of
to get to
authority
play
you're
Ragnarok
challenging.
whenever that happens.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia.
That
It
sounds
is
exciting.
an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger!
Did Tainari get hit by lightning?
Oh! Have the Fatui retreated?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by...
Struck by light?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey,
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the...
I know. They always think...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The Academia's...
That sounds, as long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set...
Don't say that.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks that...
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the... In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the...
Yay! That's...
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
It's always both. Yonk. Grab that. Oh my gosh, Annie has the cube friend!
Excellent. If we head to higher
He has
ground, we can do a
QB.
full recon of enemy activity and...
You can just focus on... My wound isn't going to get in the way. Oh.
For real though, yeah. Whenever he does do that, he does get in trouble. Man, it's like wherever Traveler goes, he's related to an Archon. There's always a chaos related to either a god or Fatui, or both. Most of the time, it's both. Genshin, don't you dare crash on me. We have to get through the story, and we're speedrunning it. We're speedrunning it while not skipping anything. No way. No way. No, I'm pretty sure Natlan is going to be the next area, unless they confirmed that the next area was the water area. You're freaking kidding me, bro. It says that my quest is blocked because of the Nilu story quest.
Nilu! It's nice to see you! Oh! Hey there, Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for some shopping? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
Celebration event?
It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap in, rehearsals are exhausting. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration
Okay, so
starts.
Fontaine is confirmed to be
It's
next.
not like
Okay.
he can't also have some fun himself. We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures.
I don't know. They mentioned Natlan a lot during this the quests, so I was assuming Natlan was the next, not
We always do
Fontaine.
lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone. So we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
Try.
You can come, present or not. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time. Is something up? Yeah. But for now, I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater. It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad. You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same compared to you. Anyway, all that aside, Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler? Alright, then let's... Wait, I completely forgot about this... Whoa! Just one box. That's sweet! All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't... I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back.
Yeah, there are so many
before
simps.
continuing on with my shopping. So this isn't even all of it? Of course!
Okay. Please tell me now I can go back to the main story quest. No! Bruh.
Oh! Well, if it...
Greetings, Miss...
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting... Although...
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is Paimon. No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds complete. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just have... Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry.
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra... Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried...
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his.
So it's like a burger.
Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place,
But is it really just for the kids? Don't...
I just can't help myself.
So Nilu likes meat.
Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here.
It's sour? Why is it sour?
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
So it's a burger.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear... Don't worry about it. What? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
What's so great about
Yeah.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
This voice actor sounds familiar.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen. Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate as spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Is that Kagi?
Trying to pull anything out
Like
of the
Kagi
Sumpter
voicing an
beast mouth
NPC?
is like playing a game of tug-of-war. So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True.
Yeah, this sounds like Kagi.
Some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler? No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Tactic? So you mean everything he just said? I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Stop being
Come
stupid,
on,
Traveler.
Don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back
Although if
then,
we
she
use the
believed
textiles to make a
anything
new
I
outfit,
said.
that was more
After a
durable than what I
while,
currently have,
began
that'd
to
be
feel
pretty cool.
guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't.
Stop giving her free shit. Why is everyone a
Just think
simp?
of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one our store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
Wait, there's a
About
series
time,
about
Nilu.
Santa Claus with Tim
Farhad here
Allen?
was snooping around your props.
Wha-
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
It sounds just like the last guy.
Performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on?
It fits perfectly. They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to...
Fascinating. Huh.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now! Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Otherwise, I may not be able to...
You're...
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so okay. Strength and balance are both really important for a day. No, let Paimon. Paimon will... The traveler's right. Paimon should...
Come on, Paimon, don't freeload.
Paimon can't fly anymore.
Paimon, quiet.
Are you okay, Paimon? Paimon's good to keep going.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad. Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business. With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work. I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Okay, let me
Wow, the atmosphere here is
let me
so
continue.
nice.
Thank the Lord.
Let's take a break and immerse ourselves.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you...
Well, what else is there?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know...
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some...
I'll hate them, you...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to... So you should find someone more suitable.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So...
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Everyone crosses their arms.
Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Ahem. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said. A good night's rest before...
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow. Okay.
Everyone take off your Akasha terminals so they don't put everyone into a dream again.
Good night, everyone!
Victory Road? What? Ugh.
Aristocratic etiquette. Today is the Academia's Neogarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Always.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource. It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
Yeah, what's the anxiety dookie?
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Come on.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console.
You know, Paimon's been thinking. What kind...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another. Don't forget, today is Neogarbaha Day. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started
Everyone should be in position.
Let's go.
So are we...
Yes. We're...
Paimon...
Just go through the front door. Let's go! Charge! Oh, this is a cutscene, bro.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Yes?
That's me.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. Also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and...
Is that so? The sages search for you, so, from the start, the sages...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected. Please, forgive me.
It's nothing. We'll be...
All right.
Thank you for...
Bruh just logicked away the logic guy.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Oh.
So there are special
Burn.
ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic.
Enter the house of Deanna. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Shit. I just...
Quake!
Oh, I can't climb in here? Bruh.
Time to begin work?
Enter the house of Deanna.
Is this the Academia's library?
We've been here before, Paimon. Chill.
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyagarbaha Day. Just act natural.
Hide for now. Wait for an opportunity. Okay.
What's this platform?
It's a lift that Academia personnel used.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We can't guarantee.
You think the Grand Sage will, and after he does, we'd sneak past him?
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind... Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, Scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and the foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
Perfect. We're exactly where we want to go.
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Nyagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless benefits, divine power. These material creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No
You say it's the ultimate pinnacle of human wisdom, but in the end, you're still relying on a
You will
god.
never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
It's not like Sumeru didn't already have a god of its own.
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do?
More than you can, dumbass.
Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods?
No, just means you're scumbags.
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
The arrogance.
As for your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like...
I'll hate them.
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia's order. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information.
I'll hate them. So we finally started to trust you.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no... As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the...
We'll be monitored.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your date, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but your ploy was to...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Rebat. However, judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser... With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity, should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can... As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the...
You'll see me as a traitor, even if you impugn me. It would have little effect on you.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic system. However, under the current circumstances, even that is true.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all—
So flight is turned to fight at—
Let me kick some ass.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane.
Let me fight,
Take
damn
him
it!
to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Let me fight, damn it!
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Let me fight, damn it! You're just making me stand there. Bruh. Just let me do my thing. Let me kill some people.
Yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh?
Not bad, but worse than mine.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to— What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Actually, I skipped past the part I wanted to read what that said. Okay.
Right.
Bro, this is just like, come on.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they'd locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nick. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
So I know where to go. I just want to check to see if there's anything in this area for reals. A book, a scrap, anything. This is a second spot.
Huh? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
And Nahida, wakey wakey. Is this a realm of consciousness? Or is this a realm of consciousness? Some kind of barrier?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
Hey, Zach finally gets to talk!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born.
Oh, this is the cutscene. This is the cutscene!
I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
Is that Hydro? What element is he using there?
So quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing?
Of course you have, Nita. You've been doing a great fucking job.
Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? So quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
You're right, though. I won't.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarba had... Yep! So that means our...
Nilu's performance? I have to be in the end game now. There's no way there's a quest that can block it, right? Right? Right?
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Like, playing as Nahida? Water. You can't stop me. No one can stop me.
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your...
You sure know how to talk. Taking all...
Well, thank you both. I'll have to...
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Oh, it's Vikar.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with Yalda candies plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a
You have a point. The state...
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really...
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
What do you guys mean, bait everyone away with the Yalta candies? Okay, here we go. The second really important dance of Nilu. Let's go.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
I don't know why that couldn't have just been a cutscene and why that had to be me playing it out, but whatever.
Huh? Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from... It's a time-tested trick of his! Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart. Let's review our plan for this. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Okay, so I guess they're gonna have us.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbaha Day.
Nyagarbaha Day.
Are they really
God, this is
going to
terrible.
stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the Academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do
All
anything
right, let's
to
go.
them inside their coop. But outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Let's go.
Indeed. The trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway.
Good luck.
Let's go. This is a lot of moving parts for a Genshin story. Now hurry up.
Do you remember what you needed to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
That's too funny.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Does he know where the Grand Bazaar is?
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold feet.
Come on, Isak. I believe in you.
I can see the Academia guards.
Come on, let's go. Let's go,
All right,
guys.
it's
Guys,
time,
let's
Isak.
go.
Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
May the Animo Archon protect. I mean, the Dendro Archon protect you. Wait, am I playing as him? Hold on. Hold on. No, don't make me play as the kid.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Huh? Did I just see? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on? I should go check to see if some... There seems to be nothing here. Just to be safe.
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close.
What is this mini game?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
No, they found me. Where should I go?
Towards the Grand Bazaar.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has a...
Was that it?
Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat? So you're not actually Lesser...
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or a personal grudge.
God, those lamps are so
After
cool.
stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
Alright, Dia. Let me play as Dia and kick some ass. Let me play as Dia and kick some ass. Let me...
An ambush? How's that possible?
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting
me
ground.
play as Dia.
Brace yourselves.
Let me play as Dia. Let me play as Dia. Please. Oh.
This is odd. The Academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremony. Where are the guards? What?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. I wouldn't dare me. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that
What happened? Just Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow is... That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped. The Akasha indeed contains this information. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind? Was it the report about the traveler? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before. Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. Have you been to the sanctuary of Suristhana to confirm?
Confirm? It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grant, how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees, if we have to confirm the information and knowledge from then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by great...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I...
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around.
Yes, Grand Sage.
This is the most backward-ass quest ever.
Go to the city and arrest the... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of it. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. Have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Come on, stop cutting. Just play it out. Loda.
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out there. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Suristhana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
Alright, here we go. Who got us out? Dia! Let's go!
Here comes your savior.
Thank you, bodyguard.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
no, that's, isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia, the Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses. But we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the Sage's bossing. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll...
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for...
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to... Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, hurry to the Sanctuary of Suristhana. Assuming nothing weird happened, we should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to... Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Surely it's not just that easy. Where is the new god? Sanctuary Sarasthana, run, run, run. Run, boy, run. He's trying to catch you. Last time I came here, there was the doctor, and he was very, very frightening. Nahida! Nahida! I just saved a girl named
It's nice to meet you.
Nahida.
This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the Academia led... Exactly! We're here because you're a good art... Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
It would be great if Raiden,
It's like I just had
Shogun,
an endlessly
Zhongli,
long dream.
and Venti all came to help break her out. That would have been a lot more cool.
Woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. It's okay. With you here, Paimon should... There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom. As... Wow! That's the spirit! I understand now. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and prevent the... I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, first things first. I need to remove the risk. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the Sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it original... After all, the Academia betrayed... This might take some time. And then, if we don't stop the God creation plan in time...
Something tells me we're not going to be in time. We're getting to the last exciting stages.
Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around.
The longest day.
We missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Fine. Okay, so... How close are we to being able to pull for Nahida? Pretty far off, probably. Yeah, 600? No, that's not even close. Does anybody have any knowledge on when this is going to be changed? Because I remember them saying that they were going to break it off so that there was like a standard wish banner for like each of the characters. Does anybody know when that's actually going to happen?
You want to learn some Favonius
Or is that
blade work?
just not? Is that not a thing?
All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Don't ask me why I'm doing this. Wait. Wah! Enter the sanctuary of Surasthana. Woo! Do I actually get to walk around it this time?
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to Oh, also, this is for you.
I'm sorry, that's adorable.
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should. Wait! This thing has the same character. We're both small things that. All the things that make Paimon special got copied. When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't your. It's alright, Paimon. It's only a flying device. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida.
Shut the fuck up, Paimon.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. Nahida, you're a natural at this. What you... By the way, even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'm glad I can rely on...
Don't worry, we've killed a couple gods in our time.
That actually sounds about right. I've located where the false
We killed Ulusil and his wife, we beat the Raiden Shogun and her puppet, we beat the Valen. Alright. Can I just jump down?
More speed.
Oh, no, well, I guess we're gonna find out. Nope. Oh, no, no! Why would it do this to me? Okay,
Guys.
we're not going in to see the Balladeer without full health. Well, close enough. Brrr! We're gonna kill a god. Let's go. We're gonna kill a god today, doo-da, doo-da. We're gonna kill a god today, oh, the doo-da day.
Is this really the way we need to go?
Makes you think of Napland. Oh, it's a lot like... Wait, hold on. This is a lot like the... Not the Toy Factory. The Ruin Guard
The
Factory.
sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed. The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support. Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is... Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process. The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn in... We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for... The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it. Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his... It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
I've had a few encounters, but none of them were pleasant.
Tell me more. The more we know now, the better we can plan.
Yeah, he found out about the false sky, whatever that means.
I see. How fascinating. Alright,
Do you know anything about the false sky?
Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Also, when are we gonna meet Mona's teacher? Like, wasn't she a scribe in Sumeru, or is she in Fontaine? Also, when are we gonna get to meet Alice? That'd be nice. Oh shit. Fuck.
Life goes on.
Work time. No time to work. Put your back into it.
Solidify.
Shine down! Rack and ruin!
I will end you. This isn't good.
I pressed T, but the stupid cutscene. Bruh.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
Climbing in a domain? How dare you? Oh, wow. This looks really cool. Oh, wow. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Come on, Balladeer. What you got?
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Come on, let me explore. Don't just tell me where to go.
Wheel of life.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered!
I guess this is it.
Solidify.
There is no it! I condemn you!
Hopefully we don't have to go through this whole thing every time you need to go fight the Balladeer. That would be annoying.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Rise.
I really thought they were gonna make me do like some super duper hardcore parkour, but no, they're like, no, it's gonna stop.
Gather!
Shine down!
Shouldn't get careless.
Alright, so. Yeah, there's something back there. Clearly. God damn it. Finally charged all of my ults. Where's the platform? Bum, 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 bum. Oh my gosh, this is a giant waste of time. There's actually nothing back here. No, 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 no. I don't want to fall again. To Sonya? Who's Sonya?
Let's begin. That's true. Right there. I guess. That's it. Come at me. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just
There is no beg for mercy.
Looks like I went too far.
I'm assuming this is the new weekly boss fight. Seriously though, who's Sonya? Who would speak to Sonya? I saw that. I'm not crazy, I swear. I saw it say, speak to Sonya. Or Sonya. S-A-N-I-A. Who's Sonya? Who's Sonya?
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion. Already? Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it... Are you nervous? If you really want to know... Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as... Curious? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing? Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
We won't lose. We can't lose.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
What the? No, I want to go fight the Balladeer. No, don't load. I was ready. Let's go. Oh, here's the cutscene.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladier's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personal. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the God of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option... Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Churn!
Order guide you.
Inazuma shines eternal! Vengeance will be mine!
Perish!
Rack and ruin!
That was really easy. Why are you struggling? That was literally the easiest thing ever. We didn't even take damage. That was literally the easiest thing ever. Okay, that is a little bit more imposing. How do we hit him?
Stabilize.
Eye for an eye.
Burn to oblivion!
I condemn you.
Okay, so what do I do? What's the gimmick of this fight?
Kneel!
Solidify!
You're right.
I just gotta do like a fuck ton of damage to it.
Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
That's a good reveal.
We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzeruz festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
This is a really cool cutscene.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
We've unlocked Ultra Instinct.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you.
The
first
problem
stage
is...
of Booer.
Who the fuck is Booer?
1,000 eons, mine to dominate.
The Temple of Wisdom. Hey,
Kneel!
failure!
Stabilize.
Life goes on.
Burn to oblivion!
Everyone hold hands.
Kneel!
It's no scars.
Solidify.
Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world.
Stabilize. This is order.
I see everything.
Rack and ruin.
Your new god awakens!
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Okay, not great.
Solidify!
Eyes.
Kneel! Yeah!
Crush. Shine duck. Illusion shattered. Shudder.
Reality
Beg for mercy.
is pain!
That was really easy. Sorry, Zhongli, you kind of got one shot there for a second because I wasn't paying attention.
Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Oh my gosh. So Archons can wield two Gnosis. Gnosises? Gnosis? How is that pronounced? Where are we?
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater... Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know...
Oh, yeah. So, about that.
Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Desh. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected...
Yes. It's very possible that she didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more... The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge. I'm just sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were but now we have we can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right, and then we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while even with the Gnosis' protection, we must... Don't worry, it should be easy enough.
Saying Paimon had his head empty.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over it...
Wow, what are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Rack and ruin.
There is no escape.
Solidify.
Okay, come on. Stop ending it.
More speed. More speed. Yeah.
Order guide you. Gather.
Shine down. Ha! Ha! Torn to oblivion.
Life goes on.
Crush! Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
How much longer is this quest?
Solidify.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Like, I'm glad it's wrapping up everything. That I'm super glad about.
I condemn you.
But how long have we been going now?
Yeah. To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
How long have I been live? 3 hours? That's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Don't make me pilot it. Just do a cutscene.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the book...
Okay, I thought the game froze for a second.
We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
I mean, yeah.
Huh? But everything's been complete.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions.
Are you saying you've never met Great?
No. It seems that my bird otherwise. I think she would have given...
Hey! You've done a great job, Nick.
Please don't make me do any more walking and fighting. Please just do cutscenes for the end.
So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, but the one standing over there is...
Is that... Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness.
I mean, it makes sense.
We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're...
Yeah, she's just like the Aranara. She just respawned with no memories.
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
Yep, makes perfect sense.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And What exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here see everything that day. Even the sky itself changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena.
Jesus Christ.
If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
Oh my god.
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. you should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Does this mean we saved Dunyarzad? And Kale!
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Wow, that's sure something, isn't it?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successful end. We removed the remaining pollution from Merman Soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon doesn't remember it either! No. That's the sound of the Akasha, isn't it? Dottore. He's not gone!
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon.
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my... Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you are in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising.
I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I
When am I
exchange
gonna wake
some
up?
knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Several days later? Great. Something's loading. God, this is a long stream. I didn't want this to go this long. Don't know if it was waiting on me to click or something. Mintainari's cat? A hut? What? We need to see Dunyarzad.
Okay. Wake him up.
Hmm?
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari.
What's going on?
Come on, Traveler.
I'm sorry. What did that say? Why? That's so frustrating. Ugh. Alright, we'll go do... I want the entirety of this quest on this stream. I'm so mad that these two stopped at... Well, you also get to see the start of the Nilu and
Wait, you
Sino
two!
quests.
Just a moment, please.
You're the traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. Currently, Sino is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge.
Oh no.
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino. But since we haven't heard from him, word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers.
Alright.
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. Last we heard from Sino, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seems that he had found some leads at the time.
Sounds like we better go look for him.
Man's an aristocrat.
This is starting to really grind my gears. Let the Archon Quest take precedence, please. MiHoYo, please, if you change anything in the future, make it so that Archon Quest take priority over all other quests. Because for God's sakes, I do not want to deal with this.
Sino, there you.
Ah, it's you two. Right? But I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat.
That's right. Nabil.
So Nabil told you about this? I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being.
Whoa. All right.
Whatever. We're gonna end it here. Oh, hey, Saint Dane. True, you're not wrong. This stream has gone on a long time. And we've got most of the quest done. I'll probably stream again on Wednesday, finishing up this, which will have to require this. But I don't want to do this anymore. Like, honestly, it's such a bother. Perfect timing. Thank you all for coming for this so super long stream. I'm going to send you over to a really good friend. Thank you guys for joining me on Arc 5.